information, sir. We are
No,
telling
but
all these things, and later you go and you ask, and we miss out this point.
don't miss out. Note down.
So,
Let us go. Okay, आप याद रखो, कोई बात नहीं. Next. What is next? Yeah. This could provide some answer to you. On 13 occasions, the former chief minister, on 13 occasions, he gives approvals. All those approvals are given. Signatures, approvals. All these are approvals given by him. These approvals include forming a corporation, releasing funds to that corporation, approving the agreement, and time and again pushing the postings of people who are necessary there, including one junior officer somewhere, deputy commissioner, deputy of the corporation. That's how the whole thing happened. Now the MD of that corporation, Mr. Ganta Subbarao, was named accused and arrested. And the total arrests and details are also there, we'll show you. The point here is the number of officers involved are many, and the project was conceived and directed by the corporation. Corporation related officers have been arrested, and the whole perpetrator, the principal conspirator of the whole crime was identified in as many months. In the initial stage, 21, when the FIR was booked, it was just a skill development corporation asking CID to investigate into certain money hawala that has happened. And therefore the A1 was at that point of accused the MD. But later on, during the course of investigation and over the period of time, we have identified several, like there are about 13 companies, entities, okay? 13 company entities out of 37. So human accused, hum agar liya jaye, 37 minus 13. So 24 human entities. In 24, we have seen that 7 have applied for anticipatory bail and 10 were arrested. The 10th being Mr. Naidu, and not arrested so far 7. On the 9th of this month, we arrested Mr. Naidu. On the 5th of this month, when we served a notice to one of the accused, Mr. Pendiala Srinivas, who is the PA of Mr. Naidu. He has been a government employee serving as assistant secretary in the planning department now. And he had served for several years under Mr. Naidu. So he was served a notice, and within 24 hours he fled the country. He ran away to USA. That has triggered us to take further action against, in this case, against the accused, resulting in the arrest of Mr. Naidu on 9th September. The person who ran away is Pendiala Srinivas. He ran away to USA, and he was a serving government employee and served for very long. He was named accused in an IT raid 2 years ago for being a conduit to handing over cash and doing such hawalas for the former chief minister by IT department. We have all the evidence, and last 2 years it has happened. And not only he, but there's certain other people who have done fake invoice generation. Okay? They create fake invoices and they help people who want to siphon out government money. They help them by generating invoices in the name of companies that are not at all related to the area of activity. And then they route the money to the persons intended. So such persons, he is linked. This Pendiala is linked to such people. And one of them is Yogesh Manoj Vasdev Pardasani, who was also served a notice and he ran away to Middle East. So efforts are on to apprehend both of them so that the investigation will go unhindered and that money trail is logically concluded. But the whole issue began in 2018 when the ACB of Andhra Pradesh was given a communication by DGSTI Pune. In Pune, the officers in charge of the GST administration, they found the same 241 crore of proceeds of crime which I've talked to you. The 240 amount they found, and they sent the notices to ACB. They said in their letter, Director General, they said 241 crores misappropriated. They also said 3 organizations are involved.
So sorry, who has misappropriated 241? Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Who has?
241 crores is an amount that, I'll tell you how. The GST authorities were approached by certain companies, various entities, asking for what? GST rebate, GST refund rather. So when the GST refund application keep coming, they analyzed and found out that each of them is jostling and trying to achieve the GST refund by saying that they have completed, therefore they have done it, and therefore we need the refund. This way, when they found out, they realized that Andhra Pradesh Skill Development Corporation, SISW and Design Tech, 3 companies have funneled out 241 crores. And for the 241 crores, a host of 10 or 20 companies are fighting there to get their refund. That fighting alarmed the GST, and in their total investigation, they have landed on the fact that Andhra Pradesh Skill Development Corporation with 2 other entities has brought out 241 crores from their total amounts. And this 241 crores is being fought for the rebate. And they wrote to ACB.
So these companies are related to Design Tech?
Exactly. And you see, then the chart, when the moment the chart comes, you'll understand. So they come under the hierarchy of Design Tech. Now these companies, as you said, are the smaller entities. Design Tech, as you said, is the recipient entity. Now इन दोनों के बीच में एक entity है, उसका नाम है PVSP Skillar Enterprises. Okay? Yeah. Now if you see this middle, the one at the center, that is an entity that directly received from Design Tech. If you see, 371 is repeated at 2 places. First one is Skill Development Corporation, second one is Design Tech. But then after that, the 241 has been pushed out via PVSP. PVSP acted as the first level for the entire shell companies below. So we can call that as the first level shell company, because they had nothing to do with the agreement which government had concluded with those people. So they were nowhere figuring in the agreement. They come all of a sudden and they receive it from Design Tech. So it is a crime committed by Design Tech of pushing out 241 for purposes not related to skill development. So they would have skilled anybody, any number of people, 2 lakhs employed and this and that. Over the period of years, there's a lot of training that happens. But 241 is our focus. We have come here to tell you about 241 crores proceeds of crime. We as a CID are interested in knowing where the 241 went. We are not interested in knowing how many people were trained, how many trained people are moving around, how many of them go and give interviews, we have employed and all that because of so and so and all. All that is immaterial. Yeah.
So whether the head of Design Tech officials been arrested?
Yeah. The arrested details. Flash the names. Yeah. Vikas Kanvilkar is of that Design Tech. Suman Bose is of the SISW. Pendyala Srinivas is of Mr. Naidu's thing. Both. So both by ED as well as CID, वो slide दिखा दीजिए. दोनों CID as well as this one. You have that? Yeah.
Both ED and CID arrested.
So in this matter, the ED took action, got to know about cycling of the rebate, the GST rebate they were seeking, and indirectly they got to know that
Yeah.
money is
So there are, see, now you saw 3 entities. You saw already the GSTI, the ED, the Income Tax Department, the CID, 4 government agencies, plus the Siemens headquarter, which came and did their own forensic investigation. What did they say? And that also he is going to explain. So there are 5 entities who have landed upon this 241 figure. Everyone has come, on the radar of everyone is 241. Who are these 5? 4 are government agencies. One is CID, which registered an FIR in 2021. Another is ED, which took off on basis of CID's work. And third is IT, which had always been doing its tracking and which has tracked to Mr. Naidu's PA well 2 years before this thing. And the DGSTI in 2018, much before the whole thing. So, and with our emails to the head office of Siemens AG, Germany, we get replies from Siemens AG that, look, हमको 371 में हमारा ताल्लुकात है सिर्फ 58.8 करोड़ का. वो स्लाइड दिखा. It's easy to come to 100. Of that, I'll take you through to reach that 100 figure. How? That table I'll show you. That figure that. No, Siemens in general. See, what she's asking is Siemens. So then we'll again have to talk about which Siemens. So Siemens is 2 now. Siemens India software based out of Delhi. Siemens AG Germany. One second. 58, see, look at that. Shall I go there? Yeah. Now you see, SISW. 51.44 crores. This 51 plus 7 taxes is the letter written to us by Siemens Germany. What does Siemens Germany say? कि हमने 58.8 crore receive किया है. In return we have sent software. उस सॉफ्टवेयर में हमारा कोई ग्रांटिनेड या डिस्काउंट या कुछ नहीं है, कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. वो सीधा 58.8 of the counter purchase of software. Okay, that's it. Let that thing remain. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So once this 51 plus 7 is accounted for, so then there is another Siemens somewhere here. You see, yeah. So setting up this, that, hardware, software. LMS is what? Learning management something. So these are the amounts that are in the spending. This is the amount that is taken away from out of this. So 371 minus 241 should be in your mind. You come to 241 is the shelled out. Suppose you take this and add to this. This is about 60 crore. 240 plus 60 is 300. Okay. ये 300 इसमें से हटा दो, 71 है. That 71 is the one that is spent. Let us say spent meaningfully, spent on something. Okay, so spent on skill development, let us say. So 70 is spent on hardware, 60 is spent on software. Whom did they get this from? They wrote to their parent company and got it. That.
Total they have spent, they received only 72.
Who's that? Here.
51 plus 12, right? Siemens
Yeah.
overall.
Okay, yeah. Siemens Group, yeah. There are 2 people, no? We have a letter from Siemens AG that all we have to do is with this software. Please don't ask us anything more than that. So this is shown, bada chadakar isko dikha diya gaya hai, 2,500 crores. This software ko everywhere they show. They project it on paper. But where is it? Nothing. Where is the 3,000 crores in this? Where is the 3,300? Government has released. So who is behind this releasing of 371? Unless a force in government releases it. How does 371 go out of the system? Because of projecting it as 3,300. Who accepted 3,300 at the highest level? Who ran the files? How did the project run? That is what we are trying to explain to you.
The budget was set for that particular year was 2015-16, right?
Yeah.
So it was 370 some crore.
Yeah.
So that was approved.
That was the release.
This is
It's easy to understand another way. 5 साल में क्या 5 साल 90-10 चला? नहीं. क्या 5 साल में हर साल जाके 3,000 का करोड़ प्रोजेक्ट की गई है? नहीं है. सिर्फ उसी में प्रोजेक्ट की गई है. जो 383 वाला साल है 15-16, सिर्फ उसी में सिर्फ SW से सिर्फ डिजाइन टेक के साथ ये जो 3,300 crores वाला एलिफेंट प्रोजेक्ट है, बाकी 3 साल देयर इज नो 90-10, देयर इज नथिंग लाइक thousands of crores.
तो आपने फॉर्मर सीएम को अरेस्ट किया है, वो आपने इसलिए किया है, उन्होंने फंड रिलीज किया है, उसमें इलीगल
Twofold for designing the whole event, conspiracy, principal conspirator, as well as for the end beneficiary, जिसका investigation चल रहा है, and whose end beneficiary also will be traced.
जो फंड जो रिलीज किया है, जो उसमें इलीगलिटीज है, जो 241 जिसको आप ट्रेस आउट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जो कि शेल कंपनीज के थ्रू जो है,
Correct.
तो आपको अभी तक बेनिफिशियरीज मिले हैं, क्या वो वापस जो है रूट होकर के वापस एन चंद्रबाबू नायडू या उनकी फैमिली या किसी तक पहुंचा है, या आप अभी उसे ट्रेस आउट कर रहे हैं?
ट्रेस आउट कर रहे हैं. दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन दैट आस्क्ड. ट्रेस आउट कर रहे हैं, आदमी को भी ट्रेस आउट करना है, आदमी भाग गया एंड
अरेस्टिंग हुई है एन चंद्रबाबू नायडू को, तो आपने अरेस्ट किया है, वो किस ग्राउंड पे आपने किया है? मतलब
for releasing, for
उसके लिए किया है?
for releasing,
Sir, however,
as well as
sir, however, the officials were not in, sir, however, the officials were not.
official Ganta Subbar is arrested. What are the officers who are arrested?
Chandra Reddy, sir, Adda Srikanth, Chandra Reddy, those were involved during the undertaking of this entire agreement.
See, Ajay Kalam was he was a special secretary of the higher education, and he was Jain. I don't know why the different names keep coming.
Reddy, Chandra Reddy.
Prem Chandra Reddy was MD. Yeah.
Chandra Reddy was IS who was involved in the undertaking of this entire agreement. Adda Srikanth was that time the MD of skill development.
No, you got it wrong. The term of Mr. Ajay Srikanth is much later. You may please check. Yeah. No, we are talking about 15, 16 to 18.
Now, Prem Chandra Reddy was involved.
As far as Prem Chandra Reddy is concerned, his tenure there.
It is during
Sure.
the undertaking of MD
Yeah.
only, sir.
Yes, sir. He was.
But
Yeah,
you
he
didn't
was.
question him, but you didn't question him.
He was directed by his boss. Who is his boss? Ex-official chief secretary to CM. We arrested him. Why? Because he routes the files, he creates the idea, he moves the whole process within the system, and he directs officers to. He gets officers. He shows officers the signatures of the chief minister and says you have to sign.
So what is the
This is how.
Ajay Kalam Reddy who vetted the project and released the funds? And he
Who
is
vetted
not
her? No idea.
So you have not investigated that? Are you planning to investigate? Because these names are coming. If you
No,
have come
these are
here-
the
you have come here to,
Yeah.
give the facts, Even whatever rumors, even if we have this Ajay Kalam Reddy, Prem Chandra, you just need to clarify with those officials
Sure.
whether they were involved, if at all involved, why didn't the CID investigate them, arrested them?
Why did you
सर
want to
CID के ऊपर किसी तरीके का प्रेशर है, कोई पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर है कि हमें स्पेसिफिक एक केस को करना है, क्योंकि आप
नहीं, there is no such. See,
आप लोग पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंस होकर केस इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. CID has taken up the investigation from the standpoint of a corporation, but it has landed up at the stage of political clearances. At the highest level, when clearances happened, the cabinet was misled. That is why CID has expanded the scope of investigation to convert the accused as number one. When we began, the A1 was Mr. Ganta Subbarao. At the end of 1.5 years, he becomes A1. If we are under pressure, he would have named him A1 on that day only, no? Why will we? We might as well make him A1 to please the political masters or whatever.